So I've gone ahead and gotten started. You guys know what a horizon line is. That's where it looks like the sky and the ground would meet. You also know how to create the effect of making it look like hills or mountains are popping up from behind the horizon line in the background. So for this, you could turn your drawing either way you want. Here, I started one that's horizontal. That would look great if I kept going with it. Here, I decided I wanted to turn mine vertical. So I have some things that I could put into a landscape. I have the hills, I have the ground, I have some bushes that I've added. You'll notice ones in the foreground appear bigger, ones in the background appear smaller. Same thing with my trees. These are things I could put in there, but then there's things that I should or have to put in there if we're going to tell the story of the Wizard of Oz. So I definitely want to make sure that I have a yellow brick road in there. So here I want it to look like it's actually coming towards me. It's going away. So with linear perspective and with showing 3D effects, I know I can think about parallel lines. In a two-dimensional drawing, they're going to look like, even though they're parallel, the two sides of the roads would really keep going the same direction and stay parallel. But in this case, they're going to look like they get closer together as they go further away. So here I've created the effect that they go over that horizon line, the road disappears, we can't see it anymore. Now, if it were to go up this hill, then it would continue. So it disappeared, we can't see it, but then if it starts going again over this hill, we can see it. But because it's even further away now, we have to make sure those parallel lines look like they get even closer together. If I make it go over this hill and it continues into the background, those parallel lines are actually probably going to look like they're going to touch. So that's something I could definitely put in there to show that story. Something else I could think about, during part of the story, Dorothy and her friends, they went to the witch's castle. I could put that somewhere in the background. They went to the Emerald City. I could put that somewhere in the background. But I want to make sure I'm still showing things with a 3D effect. If I decide I'm going to do the Emerald City, I'm not just going to sit here and say I'm going to draw a bunch of rectangles to be towers in the city. I can do a curved line at the top here, sort of do that sketching line, so I do it very lightly. And I have a cylinder. So here, this tower in the Emerald City actually looks like a cylinder. It looks more three-dimensional. I'm putting a cone on top of it. Maybe there's some windows that are up high. Maybe there's a door for when people show up. Then I'm going to put another cylinder next to that. So here, this line, they both share that one side. So in this case, I actually save a little bit of time because one of the lines I need is actually already there. Maybe this one has two windows and maybe you can't see the door. Maybe that's somewhere around the back. So I'm going to keep adding these cylinders. Now, you could do them as rectangular prisms. You could put pyramids on top of those. You guys know how to draw rectangular prisms. You know how to draw cubes. So I'm going to give you a little bit of time to work independently on that drawing, and then you'll look at the next video.